How do we get resource projects built in Canada so everyone benefits? Indigenous people have a right to be consulted on resource development. Many of us want to become owners of that development because ownership changes everything. Providing better access to capital to Indigenous communities is the key. Indigenous ownership would mean a big win-win. For resource projects to get funding to begin development, investors can pool risk, Indigenous people get stable revenue and decision-making influence at the table. Regulators see informed consent through partnerships and projects. But today, too many of our communities still can't access capital to get big projects built. The Indian Act means houses, land, and other assets can't be used to access loans like other Canadians do. So how do we become owners of projects in our own lands? Here are some solutions. An Indigenous Infrastructure Bank to help provide Kickstart Capital, a national Indigenous loan guarantee program. Building on Indigenous funding models in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Ontario. And including Indigenous metrics in ESG funding, like equity participation, workforce representation, and procurement targets. Most Indigenous people are not against resource development or against being left behind. Let's promote Indigenous ownership in resource projects, because ownership changes everything.